Hello. Hello. Come on, man. What are you doing? Happy Wednesday, everybody. No, that's not what I wanted to do. No. And let me turn down this music. All right. Share. While I'm getting this ready. Whoa. Wait, did I just share this to my news? While I'm getting this ready, I want to say hi to my parents and to my sister who watched the show, and to all my friends and family who support. Y'all are the real MVPs. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're all shared out on Facebook. Let us go to the Instagram. All right. There we go. No. Okay, we are all shared out on Facebook and Instagram. Let's turn on our recorder. Hey, Glow 111. How you doing? Ooh, let me get some water. Okay. We are... Hey, Zephyrina. Hey, okay, guys. Hey, Glow. All right, so we're getting started in just a couple minutes, guys. We've got some cool stories tonight. Thank you for those cute emojis. If you like Uggs or if you don't like Uggs, like me, we've got a story about Uggs. We've got a story about tasers. A story about Puma, and a story having to do with a serial counterfeiter. We were supposed to do that one last night, but we didn't have enough time, so we're going to do it tonight. Yeah. So, fun night tonight. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Ooh, ooh. Mm-mm. All right. Do you guys have any fun plans for the weekend? Because we're not going to see each other for the rest of the week. What are y'all doing? What y'all doing? I'm going to be catching up on work. I'm also going to be finalizing my plans for my little birthday celebration. It's going to be great. My water. Ooh, this week has gone by really quickly. I'm happy about that. All right, guys. Sleep and more sleep. That is always a good thing, girl. I love me a good nap, a long sleep, a short sleep. Just give me some sleep. Glow said chillin'. Yes, girl. Zephyrina, yeah, my birthday is at the end of the month. Hi, Scorpio CEO. And I am having a very small celebration at my home. Not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. Yeah. So I'm excited about it. All right, we're getting started in less than a minute. So get ready. Share this out to your friends at 8:05 so they can get in on the fun too. I've been seeing a lot of new names in the coming up in the comment box. So you guys are sharing this out, which is awesome. And it is 7:05. So 8:05. So let's get started. Okay. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice and you're like, who's this lady on the internet or who's this lady on the podcast? What is she talking about? I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like making sure you have your articles of incorporation with the state, getting EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, making sure that you have contracts in place for clients and partners, basic brand protection strategies, as well as hiring strategies so you don't get sued for discrimination. I help you do all of those things. If you're wondering why I'm qualified to help you do those things, I am very happy that you asked. I'm a licensed attorney. I have been one for 15 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it. So that's why I'm here. That's why we come here 3 times a week, and chit chat. So if you're in the startup phase of your business, or if you've got a business idea that you're just like, I have no idea where to start, I want to help you. Connect with me today. All right. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. And there are so many different ways to connect with me, directly and otherwise. First things first, if you're a first-time client, hey, Nessie Time, I haven't seen you in a few days. If you're a first-time client, you can book yourself a free 15-minute consultation, all right? As well at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, you can download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. At linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, you can also access many of my digital products, meaning ebooks and video trainings. Like this month, and for the next few months, we're going to be focusing on intellectual property, specifically trademarks this month. So you can pick up the Protect Your Biz ebook bundle for $29.97 right now. At linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. That is also where you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast. I know that everybody can't make the live broadcast every day, but if you want to catch up on your own at your own pace, subscribe to the YouTube channel or the podcast and watch or listen at your leisure. All right. And last but not least, at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is where you can get your NPL Legal Dish merch. Your t-shirts, they come in 3 colors, white, black, and navy blue. Your mugs, these cute mugs with the great design that Nessie Time, who is right here on Instagram with us, helped me bring, my idea to life. Thank you, Zephyrina. But yeah, all those things are available at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. All right, now that we've gotten the business, the paperwork out of the way, let's get to the fun part. All right, this is why you're here. Here's how NPL Legal Dish works, just in case you are a newbie. I pull stories from all sorts of places, blog sites, I have Google alerts that come in. People send me stories all the time. 76 Grimke just came in. She's in my inbox at least 3 times a week with some stories. Anywhere I can find interesting stories. Thanks. Anywhere I can find interesting stories, I, compile them and I choose the ones that have lessons that we can learn as entrepreneurs and small business owners. And we discuss them so we can, pull out the lessons that we need so that we can learn, how these rules and how these laws apply in everyday life. Hello to the person who just came in on Facebook. Yes. All right. So this is a time for you to get involved. I want you to participate in the conversation, ask your questions, give your comments as long as they're respectful. I will be asking you some questions and I will want you to put some emojis in the boxes. So, as long as you're not driving, get your hands ready. All right. So we are getting ready to start right now. But before we even get to the stories, we have to start off with our NPL nuggets. If you don't know what NPL nuggets is, at the top of the show this year, I've put in a new segment where I describe or I take a quick legal or business topic or term or concept, and I just explain it in a few minutes. So this month we have been focusing exclusively on trademarks. We have defined what intellectual property is. We have defined what a trademark is. We have said what you can trademark. We have talked about the 5 levels of trademark security. We've talked about a lot of things having to do with trademarks. If you want the full scoop, make sure you pick up the Protect Your Biz ebook bundle at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. But today I'm going to give you a quick tip for your business. You know, as you guys start your businesses off and you're trying to figure out, okay, what is my logo going to be? What is my trademark going to be? Getting a trademark is, it is an investment of money, right? And sometimes you may not be ready to make that full investment right then and there. But if you are, pretty confident in your brand, in your logo, in the thing that you want to trademark, right? There is something that you can do to kind of, put your flag in the sand, so to speak, for your business. If you have a logo or anything that you want to trademark, or a name that you want to trademark for your business, or a color, well, not a color, whatever it is that you want to trademark, but let's say you haven't filed your official trademark application yet, you can put a small TM in the upper right-hand corner of, that logo or that business name that you're trying to protect. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, look at a lot of the products that you have every day. Look for their logos and see if you see a small TM anywhere near there. A lot of times you're going to see an R in a circle, but the TM, what that means is it doesn't give you any legal protection. Hello, Ra the Relic. But it does tell the people in your industry, hey, this is my, logo. This is my trademark. This is what I'm using to represent my goods in the marketplace. And I'm working on getting it legally established. Again, it does not provide you any legal protection. Okay. It is just kind of, it's like when somebody puts a beware of dog sign on their fence, right? There's no legal ramifications to it, but it's just to put people on notice. All right. Okay. Now that we have finished our NPL nugget, we can move to our stories tonight. Okay. Today I posted a picture in my stories of a weapon, and I asked you guys what was the name of the weapon. If you voted or if you gave an answer for that, please let me know what your answer was. What is the name of the weapon that I posted in my stories today? What is the name of the weapon that I posted in my stories today? Yes, thank you, 76 Grim Cake. Taser, right? And most of you got it right. Somebody said water gun. I think they were just being silly. But you guys were right, not because of that's the name of the generic weapon, but because that is the name of the brand. Yes, Taser Zephyrina. I specifically looked up a picture of a taser and put that in there. But if the brand, if let's say we took away the brand name Taser, what is the name of that weapon? Do you know what is the generic name for a taser? Because taser is not the name of the weapon per se. Taser is the name of a specific brand of that weapon. What is the generic name for a taser? Can anybody tell me? Thank you, 76 Grimke. A stun gun, absolutely. Yes. Hi, Charlicia. A stun gun, absolutely. If you guys didn't know up until today, the word taser, thank you, is not It's not the generic name of the weapon. It is the name of the brand of stun gun. The company that makes taser stun guns is called Axon, and they are they are out here trying to solidify their taser trademark. They are very worried about taser becoming generic, or something they call something called genericide in trademarks. Sometimes your brand can become too popular and people start to use it, to stand for the generic item. Think about Band-Aids, right? Band-Aid is a trademarked word. Those are actually adhesive bandages. They're not, their generic name is not Band-Aid. Band-Aid is, the official term. 76 Grimke said it's too late. Is it too late? Look, people say Chanel this, Chanel that all the time, but Chanel still quarterly takes out an ad in newspapers and says Chanel is a trademarked term. Don't be out here using Chanel's name like that, right? So Axon is out here trying to clarify the fact that taser is not the official name for this brand of weapon. It is actually stun gun. I'm going to tell y'all a funny story about my stun gun. But before I tell you about that, what I noticed as you guys answered was everybody said taser. Not one person said stun gun. And that is, a kind of a small sampling showing that the name taser is becoming generic. People are using it to stand for the entire kind of, what do you call it, species, this entire kind of weapon, right? So Axon wants you to know that taser is a trademarked term, and if your electrifying weapon does not have taser on it, you should refer to it as a stun gun. So now I'm going to tell you my funny stun gun story. So it was very weird. I got, it was like a misdirected package from Amazon. I had it sitting at my house for a few weeks because I was like, someone will probably come claim it. Nobody came to claim it, to the point that it went under my couch and I forgot about it. And then one day I was like cleaning and I found it and I was like, ooh, and I opened it. In there was a stun gun shaped like a flashlight, and it was an actual working flashlight, right? So, I would just have it in my purse, because it was a great flashlight, and just, you never know. I'm a single woman out here. I'm not trying to get caught up. And one day I totally forgot I had it in my bag, and I went to the Library of Congress, which is a federal building. And, they have metal detectors and x-ray machines, and they put all your stuff through there. And, they ran my bag through, and I totally forgot I had my taser in there. They ran my bag through, everything was fine. They let me through. I go to the other desk to, go get the information that I needed. And then one of the, Capitol police officers or security guards comes up behind me and taps me on the shoulder. And he says, ma'am, can I see the flashlight that was in your purse? So I pull it out and I give it to him, and he's looking at it and he's like, does this do anything else? I was like, well, it doubles as a taser, right? But I use taser. I didn't say stun gun. I said it doubles as a taser. And then he was like, ma'am, please come with us. They confiscated my stun gun, y'all. They took it away. They were playing with it in my face at the Library of Congress. So word to the wise, don't go to Library of Congress with a stun gun in your purse. All right. Okay. Moving on to our second story of the evening. If you wear Uggs, give me a U in the comments. I don't know why Uggs are so popular. I don't think they're cute. I understand that they're warm, but Zephyrina is like shocked right now. But Uggs are out here, right? Uggs are out here. And I actually covered this story over a year ago. If you didn't know, Uggs is owned by 76 Grimke said never. Uggs is owned by a company called the trademark for Uggs is owned by a company called Deckers Outdoor. Okay, they've had the registered trademark since 1995. They bought it from an Australian guy who moved to the U.S. Thank you, Philip Marlowe, who moved to the U.S. and started and had trademarked the word in like the 80s, right? And Deckers Outdoor, they have the trademark for Uggs in over 130 countries. So, and when you hear Uggs, you think of a specific kind of shoe, right? Here's the thing. The story that I covered a little over a year ago. There is a shoe store owner by the name of Eddie Oyger in Australia. The name of his shoe store is Australian Eater. And he was selling shoes in his store and he was calling them Uggs. Why? He wasn't calling them Uggs because he was trying to infringe. He said that in Australia, Uggs is a generic term for sheepskin boots lined with fleece, right? But this Australian shoe seller, because of the internet, he sold 13 pairs of his Australian Uggs in the United States, where Uggs is a trademarked term. So Deckers went after him and they sued this Australian shoe store owner, and they won a judgment of $450,000 against this one guy. So Eddie, he's been trying to fight this judgment against him. He tried to get the trademark canceled because he's like, it should have never been, it should have never been approved in the first place because it's a generic term. But the court did not agree with him, and they have upheld this $450,000 judgment against him. Why am I updating you on this story? 76 Grimke said they petty. It was only a few pairs. To you, it's petty. But in business, if you start slipping a little bit, the minute you give an inch, people are going to take a mile. And when it comes to trademarks, if you allow anyone to use your mark and you don't check them, that can be seen as, just kind of letting it go. So they have to protect their mark. Anyway, Mr. Oyger out in Australia, he still has to come up with almost $500,000 to pay the Deckers Outdoor people. Yeah, so why did I bring up this story? Because I want you guys to understand that using other people's trademarks has real and serious consequences. Where is Mr. Oyger going to come up with his $450,000? He only sold 13 pairs in the United States, right? Okay. But yeah, hopefully things work out for him. All right. Before we move on to our next stories, I want to remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business and you need some legal guidance, you're like, I don't know how to fill out these forms. I need somebody to help me with this and that. I want to help you. All of those foundational, the paperwork that people don't like to think about, I love doing it. So go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. Book your consultation today. I cannot wait to hear from you, okay? And also make sure that you download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business at Grab the Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you start your dream business in 7 days or less, okay? And you can get all that at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. You said you keep freezing? Oh, okay. All right. Moving on to our next two stories. If you have ever owned a pair of Pumas, give me a P. Give me a P. Give me a B. Ooh, ooh. 10 points if you can tell me what song that's from. If you've ever owned a pair of Pumas, give me a P. Thank you, 76 Grimke. Anybody else? Pumas everywhere. Something. Philip Marlowe has owned Pumas, okay? Anybody else? Y'all keep them coming in, right? Thank you, Nessie Time. All right, so we know the Puma brand. It is a very distinctive logo. You know it when you see it, right? And Puma, they have trademarks for their brand all over the world. Puma is not just in the United States. It is everywhere, including Finland. Has anybody watching been to Finland or know someone from Finland? If you do, please give me an F. If you don't know where Finland is, it's like in that region where Sweden and Denmark, you know, those countries where they eat don't they eat like rotten shark? I don't know. Okay, Finland, cool. Nobody's been to Finland, that's cool. Anyway, in Finland, where Puma is, like it is in most of the world, there was a company that started up, and they called themselves Ruma, R-U-M-A. And they pretty much sold the same stuff that Puma did. What's it called? Shoes, apparel, accessories, bags, things like that. So what do you think Puma did when they found out that a Finnish company was trying to sell similar items under the name Ruma? What do you think Puma did when they found out there was a Finnish company selling similar items under the name Ruma, R-U-M-A? What do you think they did? What do you think they did? What do you think they did? What do you think Puma did? Y'all so quiet. Okay. Podcast people, feel free to yell out. No, not just a cease and desist. Philip Marlowe, you got it. They sued Ruma. They went to court. They went to the Finnish court, and they were like, look here. We have put in all this work building up the Puma name. We've put in too much work to let one of your, little homegirl Finnish friends come here and try and steal our thunder with the Ruma. We, just because there's one letter difference, that's not enough of a distinction. Puma is a very distinctive brand. People recognize it. The P and the R can easily be mistaken for each other. So they went to court and they were telling the court, look, please tell homegirl to stop. Do you think the court agreed with Puma, or do you think they went with the hometown homie, Ruma? What do you think the Finnish court said? Because they had to sue them in Finland. What do you think the Finnish court said? Did they stick with the home team, or were they like, okay, girl, we understand, our bad? What do you think the Finnish court said? Podcast people, feel free to yell out, or you can email me your answers too. You can have, while you listen, you can have an email open and start putting in your responses. What do you think the Finnish court said to Puma? Okay, Philip thinks that the Finnish court stayed with the home team. 76 Grumke said they agreed with Puma. And the winner is 76 Grimke. The Finnish court, they agreed with Puma. They said, look, Ruma, this is too much. Granted, I don't know much about Finnish intellectual property law, but they were like, look, Puma's already out here. They sell sneakers, they sell apparel, they sell accessories. You can't be here selling the same items with a similar name. So the Finnish court agreed with Puma, and this is why it is important to get your trademarks, in place, especially if you plan on being a global brand, because somebody is going to try it. It may not be in your neighborhood. It may be halfway across the world, and you need to go with your ducks in a row. Okay. Yes, Nessie time. Puma won. All right. So we're gonna finish early tonight, and because we're finishing early, what we'll do is a Q&A on trademarks when we're done. Okay. All right. Our last story is actually something that we were supposed to talk about last night. This was sent to me by 76 Grimke. If you've heard of Ralph Lauren, give me an RL in the comments if you have heard of Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren. Have you heard of Ralph Lauren? Thank you, 76 Grim K. Ooh, I'm thirsty. All right. Well, thank you, Philip. If you didn't know, Ralph Lauren is currently suing a gentleman by the name of Khaled Mir. Khaled Mir runs a store called Mir Apparel. And they are suing him for selling counterfeit Ralph Lauren goods. And the funny thing is, this is not Khaled's first time being accused or even convicted of this. Mr. Mir is a convicted counterfeiter, meaning he has sold, fake luxury goods. The police found him and he was, he went to court and got a trial and everything. He may have, even had to pay some money. But apparently Mir has not changed his ways. He got convicted. He went back to the same, the same scam, because it is a scam. And Ralph Lauren caught wind of it. And now he's, back in hot water again. And this does not look good for him. Again, this is to reiterate. It doesn't matter how small you are. It doesn't matter when or where. These brands are not playing with you, and they're going to sue you. This man is about to be convicted twice for counterfeiting, okay? This could affect, him being able to travel or bring things in the country. Like, this is not a joke. We laugh and we kiki here, but intellectual property is serious out here, all right? All right. So those were the stories that I wanted to share with you tonight. We can have some Q&A time. If you guys would like, we've been talking about trademarks all month. We can talk about that. We can talk about, EIN numbers and DUNS numbers. Hi. Oh, hello, gorgeous. Any of the topics that we have covered so far this year. We've talked about, business entities. We've talked about contracts. We've talked about EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, and now we're into intellectual property. So if you have any questions about that at this time, now is the time to ask. And while you get your questions in, I'm going to start the rollout for the end of the show. 76 Grim said nobody really wears Ralph Lauren anymore. Listen, if it look cute and it's at Ross, I'm gonna get it, okay? But yeah, thank you guys for participating. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for, putting up with my terrible jokes. Make sure that you book your one-on-ones with me. Make sure that you grab the Biz Launch cheat sheet. I want to thank all of the people who will rewatch this. I see the views, they're going up. You guys are sharing, so thank you so much. We will be back on Monday at 8 p.m. with more stories. If you find anything you want me to talk about, send it to my inbox. I'm going to respond quick. Yeah. So if you guys don't have any questions, you like Ralph Lauren, Philip, if you guys don't have any questions, we'll end it here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give y'all maybe like 30 more seconds to get a question in, and then we're going to shut down. All right. Philip Marlowe asks, what is a NAV number? Oh my gosh, Philip, I had this in my head, but I don't have it off the top of my head. Do me a favor and DM that question to me. I can't answer that right now because it's not at the tip of my head. But I think it has something to do with the industry that your business is in. All right. Do we have any other questions? Look, I'm never going to give you an answer if I can't tell you it 100%. So I would rather you DM me a question if I don't know the answer, and I will get you the answer. All right. I'm not infallible, but yes, DM me that question, Philip, and I'll get you your answer after the show. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Because we about to close out. You know, I'm going to go hang out with Toby. I don't know if I told y'all Toby's on a diet. And he's not too happy about it. All right. Have a good night, y'all. And I will see you Monday. All right. Bye.